So at its core, this may seem like a different video for the channel, but not quite. While yes, we're going to be unboxing, I also just really want to talk about Peacemaker, specifically Season 2. And while we're doing that, we're going to unbox the Peacemaker Introduction Funko Pop. It's really hard to show this, there's not really a good way to do it, because look how big the box is. This is one I had wanted for a while, I just never got because it was like $70. But then Funko had a sale, which made this like $30. Oh my gosh, you can't see me anymore. This is what it's looking like right now. You might notice that's not Peacemaker. That's because I bought something else as well. Okay, wow, this is way bigger than I thought. I feel like that's such a cliche, but like this is kind of huge. Like, I don't have the biggest hands ever, but I feel like this is kind of crazy. All right, let me try to get this out of the box so I can actually show it. There it is. You can see really just how big it is. This is so sick looking. I know you can't see anything because of the reflection, but like pretend for a second. I did not expect it to be this huge, and I feel like that's such a cliche for like unboxing literally anything, but like it's kind of insane. But now let's talk about Peacemaker, shall we? Season 2 of Peacemaker has been really good so far. And that's half the reason I actually bought this, was out of just pure hype. I'm pretty sure I bought this before the first episode for Season 2 even released. There's been a lot of really funky opinions about Season 2 so far, mostly from the orgy scene, which I am a huge fan of that scene purely because of like what it actually means. And I know people are like, oh, sex, and are really immature about it, but like the actual meaning of the scene is really interesting, being about how this is an escape for Peacemaker, but it's not working. He doesn't do anything. Like when you actually look at it for what it is, it's super interesting and cool, and it's such a cool way to show it, to actually show it. Oh, also shout out to Funko for sending this to the wrong address. Probably didn't look great when I just grabbed this off my neighbor's porch. Back to this thing though, I want to talk about the actual like characters that are represented in it, specifically Adebayo, because to my knowledge, this is the only way to have an Adebayo Funko Pop, which is a bit unfortunate, but it's still cool that she's there and nonetheless. This is another Peacemaker Funko Pop I have. It is him with the shield. I bought this one specifically just because I really like the scene that the shield is used in, being the ending fight scene in Season 1. This is kind of like a small corn plate thing, but I always like whenever like a visor or something of this nature is done in merchandise, or like a figure or something like that, when it's actually like clear plastic and they didn't just like color that part of his skin red and his eyes red. Like they didn't make it look like a visor, like it actually is a visor. I always love when stuff like that is done. This is definitely going to be a hard one to display, especially because I thought it was way smaller. But back to Season 2. Episode 2 of Season 2 is where I'm kind of funky. Not that it was a bad episode, I just kind of think it shows Season 2 should have had a 2-episode premiere. I like weekly releases. I am not suggesting that the show should have released everything at once. No. That is stupid to do that. I am simply suggesting that just the first 2 episodes have been released at the same time, because a lot of shows do that, and I like when they do that. I don't like when they release all at once. I like weekly releases. Do not get me wrong. People are really annoying and say weekly releases suck. They're wrong. I'm right. But at the end of the day, I mean, it wasn't a bad episode, so like I'm not gonna complain too bad. But Tim Meadows was great in the new episode. I know he's kind of like the highlight. Fully agree. I love that guy. I'm really excited to see more of the character and the actor, and I'm just excited for like the rest of the DCU. This is like the first time ever in my life I've been excited for a cinematic universe, and it's all thanks to this little guy. I suppose we'll do it. It would be stupid not to, wouldn't it? Ooh. What I will say, to complain a little bit, I'm never a fan of this Peacemaker helmet design. I love when the helmet is like the yellow and blue type of thing. It's my favorite helmet design. So much so that whenever the Fortnite Peacemaker collab happens, I am praying they use the yellow and blue design. What I'm not a fan of is how Eagly is like kind of angry looking in this. It kind of feels like they just reuse an Eagly mold. Not a fan. He's not angry in the intro. He's very joyous. I do hope for Season 2 we get not only more Peacemaker Funko Pops, but more Adebayo stuff. Because it's like she doesn't really have much. To my knowledge, this is it for Funko at least. Same with Vigilante. He only has the one, which is with the chainsaw. I think Season 2 will have great potential for merchandise, especially with the new Peacemaker design in the other universe. They have that going for them. It really kind of sucks to me that the only Funko Pops Peacemaker has are like 8 Peacemakers, 1 Vigilante, I think 1 Eagly, and that's it. Right? Like, that's a little unfortunate. There's like an ensemble cast going here, and this is all we could afford. Oh, it is worth noting, I don't know if you'll be able to see, the Peacemaker text kind of extrudes a little bit. It's really hard to kind of show this off, since you don't have eyes, really. You're kind of like still. It's not as cheaply made as it could be. And I only paid $35 for a $70 product.